My channel. My name's Emily. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a skincare favorites because since I last talked about skincare on this channel, I've been using some different products and I want to show you guys what I've been using recently and what I've been enjoying recently. My skin has been clearer at this stage of my life than it's ever been ever. And I want to share some favorites that helped me get here and also some tips that I've been using that have helped me achieve clearer skin. My skin is not perfect, as you can tell. I do have one breakout there at the moment, but other than that, it's going pretty well at the moment. My skin is pretty glowy on the whole. Sometimes I do get dry, especially around my nose and mouth area. I kind of have combination skin. When I was in school, I had lots of acne when I was a teenager. So I've kind of been through a bit of a skincare journey to get here. Every time I go to the doctor and I get like a health history from my GP, it says on my health history, acne vulgaris, because I used to have much more severe acne when I was a teenager. However, I am now 26, so time has passed since I was in that more acne-prone era of my life. However, I do think the things that I do make a difference to how my skin is looking, how glowy it is. I'm a shift worker, so I'm usually on either night shift or jet lagged on a day shift. So because of the changing schedule, it's not great for your skin as well. So I do try and take care of my skin just so that it is in as best condition as I can try and keep it. I haven't done any skin procedures, I've not done anything like Botox or fillers or anything like that. I'm not against it. I'm not sure if that's my future. Sometimes I think what I want to get Botox. You can see my forehead. I do have some fine lines because I do this kind of motion a lot, and sometimes I do this, but not as much. So maybe if I was to get Botox, it'd just be in the forehead. I'm not really too worried about around my eyes or the rest of the face. I do like the idea of aging naturally as well. I'm not really strongly pulled either way at this stage. I'm 26, I've got time to choose. Anyway, let me talk you through some of my skincare favorites. This is going to be specific for face. I'll probably do another video right after this about body care favorites and hair care favorites. So this will just be face kind of focused. One thing that I really want to shout out at the beginning of this video is my LED face mask. This one is actually the Kmart brand one. This is from Anko, and the voltage of this, or the light, I'm not really sure what the word is. Pretty much the level of red light therapy that this provides is therapeutic according to some research that I read up. So pretty much I just turn this on, I wear this on my face without makeup, obviously, for about 15 minutes. The timer itself turns off after 15 minutes. And then afterwards I just take it off and continue about my day. I can use it because it's transparent while I'm doing work, not at work, but doing work at home, scrolling on my phone, whatever I'm doing, watching TV. I can just leave this on my face and not really have to think about it. It has different modes as well. So usually I do 15 minutes on the red, 15 minutes on the blue, and then 15 minutes on the orange. It automatically turns off after 15 minutes on each setting, or you can just hold down on the side and it turns off. This is a lot more affordable compared to other red light therapy masks. This one's only 50 Australian dollars, whereas some of them can get very, very pricey. Although I do think that they are so enjoyable, I probably wouldn't get a very, very expensive one just because that's my personal skincare budget. But I really, really do feel like this thing makes such a difference with the clarity of my skin. And even if it doesn't, just sitting there and having that intentional time to myself, the 15 minutes where I just have to have the face mask on and I'm being mindful about, taking care of my skin and stuff, I really do feel like this has also helped my mental health as well. Just having that time out to myself, chilling out with my face mask on. I really, really enjoyed this face mask. So yeah, this is the Anko LED face mask for the red light therapy, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. There are more high-end versions of this available as well, but I just have the Kmart one and I love it. I also have a handheld version of that as a red light therapy wand, and I really enjoy that as well. That's another definite favorite from me. Next, going into some skincare products. This is in no particular order, but I'll kind of give you guys an explanation at the end of this video of a skincare routine that I would typically do. This is the Avene Ciflafate Plus. This is actually what Hailey Bieber used to use before she came out with Rode Beauty. It's just a really multi-purpose barrier cream moisturizer. I'm obsessed with this. This is actually so lovely. I used this literally on my entire face for the entire time that I was in Europe, which is almost 2 months. My skin was really dry there because it was really going through a lot. I was wearing a full face of makeup every day, different air cons, different temperatures. We were swimming, we were outside in harsh sunlight, like lots of sun. We were doing a lot, and my skin, I could definitely tell, was like struggling to keep up, but this kept my skin up through the entire trip, and I really do feel like my skin survived the trip and looked nice during the trip, or as nice as it could, due to this. After I came back from Europe, I had no acne. My skin was totally clear. It's pretty rare that my skin is absolutely clear, but I do think that this restorative, repairing, protective kind of cream did make a difference. So I would definitely recommend this for sensitive skin if your skin's kind of going through a bit of a moment and just needs a bit of a restore, refresh. It's just a very calming, soothing face cream. Or you can use this anywhere, but I've used this mostly on the face. It's just a very soothing face cream that really rejuvenates the skin without being very harsh. It's very soothing. I don't know, I keep using similar kind of words over and over, but it just means that your face has calmed down a lot. So really, really like that. Some other things I did pick up in France as well, because that's also from when we were in France. You can get that in Australia as well at Chemist Warehouse. These are also things I picked up in France that you can get in Australia, but they're a little bit cheaper in France, and these are really, really good. I don't want to say too much about them because I haven't been using them as long as some other products, but the Caudalie, this one's the, I can't even say that, this serum, and then this Vino Perfect serum. These are both really, really popular serums, and I think that they're popular for a reason. They are really, really gorgeous on the face. However, I haven't used them long enough for me to be like, this is why it's my favorite. I just find them gorgeous to apply, and my skin has obviously responded well to them, but I haven't used them for long enough for me to make a long-term comment. Another tool actually that I'd love to talk about, this is a facial pore cleanser that I got from Kmart again. So this is just, again, the Anko home brand, and this has like a little tip on it that you can replace the tips and you suction the pores. So it's like, it sucks. And there's 3 settings, and I use this particularly around my nose area where you get heaps of like serum buildup. What's it called? Sebum buildup. So when there's heaps of sebum buildup, I use this around my nose, and I feel like it really sucks out everything from those pores on your nose, which are larger. That's where my pores are largest. I also do have some pores, I guess, on like around my chin. But yeah, this kind of center area of the face is where my pores are the largest, and this sucks all the sebum out when I'm feeling like having a total cleanse. It's a bit of a deep cleanse, and it could be a bit harsh, so I would probably prefer to use something like this after that, just to, you know, calm my skin down, refresh a little bit. I say refresh in this context, not as in like a zesty lemon refreshing kind of way, but more to like reset my skin, calm it down when it's like freaking out. Is there anything else in the store that I'd like to talk about? I'm just like looking in my basket drawer to see if there's any other like particular favorites. I don't want to talk about lip products too much, but I really enjoy the Fresh lip treatment. This is the Advanced Therapy, just like basic lip treatment from them. I love the scent of the Fresh lip products. It's really like fresh. It kind of reminds me of like lemon sugary kind of scent. My other favorite lip products at the moment for like moisturization is the Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask, and also the Summer Fridays like squeezy tube lip treatments as well. Those are my like other favorites, as well as the Fresh one, of course. The other thing I wanted to say is I really love from Summer Fridays, I think I just recently used up one of the jet lag face masks, the entire jet lag range. Absolutely obsessed. I really loved that face mask. Let me go into face washes that I've been using recently. I think that this is the one that I have been using most recently, as you can tell. But I have used up some other ones recently that I also enjoyed. I really like something with salicylic. I just feel like it really cleanses the skin. When I was in England, we used up a Superdrug home brand kind of one that had salicylic in it as well. And as I mentioned, when I came back from Europe, my skin was literally entirely clear. So yeah, I do think salicylic makes a difference. This is the SA Smoothing Cleanser, and this is just from CeraVe. I just bought this from, what's it called? Priceline, but you can buy this at a bunch of like Australian drugstores. We call them pharmacies here, or chemists. But yeah, you can just buy this from a lot of different pharmacies, especially the bigger brand ones, more chain store ones. And you can tell I've used up a heap of this. I really, really love this. I'm kind of working my way through all of the different CeraVe cleansers. I worked my way already through, I think, all of the different MCO Beauty cleansers, except for this is like the last one that I haven't tried from the entire MCO Beauty range. But I still feel like the salicylic ones are my favorite. This is a cleansing oil. I haven't even gotten into this yet. I have like a bit of a stash underneath my sink of all the different cleansers that I bulk purchased when they were on sale. But the salicylic one from both CeraVe and from MCO Cosmetics, which is like kind of like an Australian brand. It's like very affordable. It's available at drugstores and stuff. Those are probably my favorite. I just think the salicylic cleansers, I don't know, my skin always responds really well to them. And my skin's looking clear, I'm really happy. So that's great. Also recently for skincare, I've been using lots of Drunk Elephant products. That's the kind of range I've been working my way through recently the most. So on most days I use the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream, and I do feel a difference when I use this compared to when I don't. It's just a more basic moisturizer, and I'm sure you can get similar face creams for a more affordable price, but there's something about this that's just very simple, and I love the little pump mechanism that went so viral. It is so fun to use. Usually I just do one pump of this and then a pump of one of the serums that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I've really been enjoying this. I do think that it is a easy one to just mix with other serums and stuff, and I do enjoy using it. It's just easy to use with that little pump. I think it's cute. I will say the rest of my Drunk Elephant stuff, I live in Australia and I've put it on the windowsill, so the caps of all of my Drunk Elephant things have faded hugely because Drunk Elephant's products have like a neon kind of color scheme, and the Australian sun is very harsh. So I'll go through them in order that they just happen to be sitting on my windowsill. The first one is the Sea Firmer Fresh Day Serum. Sometimes I mix this one not with the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. Sometimes in the winter when my skin is drier, I mix this with the Lala Retro Whipped Cream that I showed you earlier and wear these two together in the daytime. However, now that we're going into the summer or when my skin is less dry, I often use this one with just the Bee Hydra serum instead. This one also is like just like extra shot of hydration, but these two together is more like a day combo. I also wear this by itself all the time. All of these products I usually like combine and like mix up, but I do often wear this one by itself. This is probably out of all of them the one that I wear by itself the most, but they can all be worn. Like the Bee Hydra can be worn by itself as well. Anyway, this is really good as a vitamin C serum. It does have a little bit of a scent, you know. Vitamin C just is one of those products that has a little bit of that vitamin C kind of odd scent, but I don't mind it too much. As you can tell, it's like super faded and pastel looking on this side compared to how vibrant it's supposed to be. It's just the Australian sun. But yes, love that. And then this is the Bee Hydra serum, as I mentioned. Another good hydrator. I like combining it with all the other serums. So, you know, doing this combo or doing it like this as a combo, just combining with other things as a lighter version of the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. Or sometimes when I want extra hydration, I combine them. But yeah, it's really easy to use. Just mix it with anything as a basic hydrating serum. Next, I want to talk about the Glycolic Night Serum. I don't use this every single day. Every couple of days, I kind of use it whenever I just feel like reaching for it. And if my skin looks like a little bit stressed, or if it's looking a little bit dull, I'll reach for this one. So yeah, it's just a Glycolic Night Serum. It's really, really gorgeous. I do think that this, honestly, I don't even know which one's my favorite. This is definitely one of my favorite products from Drunk Elephant though. Out of the 5, this has been the top 2 products probably. It's just really, really lovely. And I feel a huge difference in the morning after I wake up after applying this. I just feel like my skin looks so nice when I use this. Just looks plumper, looks more refreshed. It really does just like jolt life back into my skin, and yeah, I really, really love this one. And then the last thing I have to talk about from Drunk Elephant at the moment, I'm actually gonna give it a rinse because it's been sitting on my windowsill and it, I don't know, there's something gunk on it, so let me just bear with me here. This is the Drunk Elephant A Glowly Maratinol oil. Just looks like this. It's a really, really luxurious face oil. It just is the most luxurious oil that I have in my collection at this moment. And I usually apply this with the Lala Retro Whipped Cream as a combo like this when my skin is looking super dehydrated. If my skin is looking crusty, if my skin is looking flaky in any way, these two are my go-to combo at the moment. I just think this one pump of this with about 5 drops of this. So this comes with a dropper applicator. The other ones are all like the pump that twists up, but this is like a little dropper. Just 5 drops of this. You can put more or less in, but I don't know, I always go for like 5 or 6. And it just really brings my skin back to life. This, when combined with this, with the Lala Retro Cream, is like my power combo. When I do that, my skin is really looking alive. The vitamin C serum as well also brightens the skin as well. Just all of these products from Drunk Elephant, I've really, really been enjoying. And I enjoy like making little cocktails depending on how my skin's feeling and what I feel like I want to do with it and stuff. So that's fun as well. But yeah, that's the only one that's the drop applicator. The rest of them have the like twist up pump kind of stuff. So yeah, that is the skincare that I've been using to moisturize my face recently. There are some other skincare bits that I've enjoyed using on my face as well. But some of them can be used on the body as well. So Beafin I found really calming. It's an emulsion kind of barrier cream kind of product as well. I bought this in France. I bought a jumbo size. How many mils is this? It's like huge. 100 grams. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It comes in this really thick, heavy-duty looking bottle, and you can use this as well on like sunburn or cuts or grazes. It's just like super healing and practical. I really, really like this on the face as well as the body. But yeah, when we were in France, obviously I didn't take my entire Drunk Elephant skincare routine with me because they are known for having really good skincare there as well. So I just was using a combination of those with the Caudalie drops while I was overseas, and that was like an amazing combo. Really, really loved those. Oops. So I'm just trying to close the drawers. In terms of sun care, my favorite sunscreen is still the Sunbum sunscreen for body. I just really like it because I like the scent. I love the scent of Sunbum sunscreen products. It just smells really, really nice. And their After Sun is also still my favorite After Sun just because of the scent. I think it's really, really lovely. So when I do sunscreen on my face, I do try other sunscreens and stuff, but just the Sunbum one, it smells so good in the original scent. They do have a face version, but it doesn't have that fragrance. And I know everyone's anti-fragrance, especially in the face, in the skincare, that kind of stuff, but I still love it. I just love the scent. It's so yummy. I'm so scent driven. So yeah, the Sunbum sunscreen for face and body. I think it's marketed just face and body or body. Not the face specific one is what I mean. Sunbum sunscreen that is not face specific is my favorite sunscreen still for face and body. And they also come in like a spray on version, which is probably what I use the most just because it's easy to reapply that over makeup. That you can't buy in Australia. I actually bought a bunch of Sunbum spray on sunscreens when I was in Hawaii, and I'm still using those. I love those so much. They can be a little like almost oily on the skin at times if you're like really sweating in the sun and combining it with like swimming and then you're spraying it on over the top of makeup and stuff. It can become a little bit oily, but I don't care. I just think that it's out of the ones that I've tried so far, it sits on the skin really well compared to others, and it's really easy to reapply sunscreen when it comes in that like spray or mist format. I do have some other sunscreens that I haven't tried out yet. I have a Caudalie spray on sunscreen and also a Japanese spray on sunscreen that's super popular in Japan, but I haven't tried those out yet. I have bought them, but I've been using up my Sunbum ones first just because I bought those longer time ago, so I'd rather go through products as I use them up rather than open everything at once. I'm trying to think if there's any more skin products that I'm really into at the moment that I want to share with you guys. I think that's it. I'm not really huge on a face scrub, honestly. My boyfriend really is, but I just feel like using the makeup eraser is enough of an exfoliation for me. Just using this with, it's kind of damp from being in the shower, just using this in conjunction with my regular CeraVe face wash is enough for me. So I'm a big fan of the makeup erasers. I've been a fan of using these to erase my makeup for years and years now. These ones are actually branded like the original makeup eraser brand, but they come in a bunch of different brands as well. Like you can buy them from other brands. I just happen to have ones from the makeup eraser. So it has like little bits of paint stuck on it, or like mascara or something. Anyway, really, really love these. I have like a little mini set. So it came in like, I want to say a pack of 7 of these, and you can just throw them in the wash as you rotate them. So I feel like you don't really need the full size face wash to do your face every day. I find it more practical to just have one of these, and then you can wash your face with it and chuck it in the wash when you're done. And yeah, I just feel like this does a really good job of removing all of my makeup. And also if I want to like exfoliate more, you know, I can rub around with this. So this side is like the shorter kind of fibers, and then this side is the longer kind of fibers. And this one I find a little bit more exfoliating. So yeah, that's what I use when I need to erase like everyday kind of makeup. And then I use this cleansing balm when I want to remove more makeup. So this one here is the MCO Beauty Ultra Clean Cleansing Balm. And this one is just an everyday one for all skin types, and it's kind of a thick, creamy consistency. It looks like this. So inside you just have like this little lid, and on the lid sits the little spatula like this. Sorry, it's like kind of fallen out. There's this little spatula inside like that. And so you just take the spatula off, take the lid off, and inside is the cream. And this is like a cream cleanser. So you just like, I use the little spatula usually and scoop out some, and then this kind of emulsifies everything that's on your face. So I really do enjoy using the this cleanser when I'm removing like a thicker face of makeup. If I've got like heaps of foundation on and I've really like set it in with heaps of powder and heaps of concealer and it's really caked on, or if I've used like a red lip and I know that it's going to be messy to get it off and I just want to melt it off, or if I'm wearing a mascara that's difficult to get off, like the Japanese mascaras that I wear can be really long wearing, like really long lasting, and there are specific, that's better. There are specific Japanese mascara removing products like that you can get from the same Japanese brands, but I really like the MCO one. It just does the job, and I'm still going through it, so I don't feel like I need to buy an additional makeup remover for just mascara at this stage, because this does the job for me. What else do I want to say? My favorite tweezers that I use on my face are the Tweezerman tweezers. They're just my go-to classic best tweezers in my opinion. I have tried heaps of tweezers, but the Tweezerman ones are the most precise, and I feel like even though it does cost a little bit more, they are fancier tweezers. They do a better job in my opinion. It's just easier and more effective to use them. I save time with that as well, because I'm not retrying at the same hair when I'm doing my brows. Sorry, I kind of need to get a drink. I do use a razor on my face sometimes. It's not as often these days, just because I do really enjoy using my Tweezerman tweezers, but sometimes I use a facial razor. I don't really dermaplane as much recently, but I still do my brows sometimes with the facial razor, and I just get pink facial razors from Daiso. You can buy like a multi-pack there, so that's where I get my facial razors from. They're just like a straight up blade on a stick, and you could just, you know, do your brows, or I often do like my upper lip or something like that. Haven't done that in a while though, because I have been a fan of using the Tweezerman tweezers. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? I think that's everything. I haven't really been using face masks as much recently. I'm just a little bit lazy when it comes to washing something like that off, and I feel like by doing this and the other skincare that I showed you guys, it kind of satisfies the, I don't know. I'm not the hugest face mask user. I do enjoy trying out different face masks. I say that because in front of me there is a bunch of face masks that I recently bought in Greece, and this one is a little sample as well that I got from Innisfree. Like, I do enjoy trying out these little things as well. But on the whole, I'm not like the queen of face masks or anything. I wish I was, because it's like fun to like take that time for yourself and do some self-care. But yeah, that's all of my skincare favorites. I hope you enjoyed me rambling about them all. Now I'll take you on a stereotypical like day in my life doing skincare. Wake up in the morning, I literally don't do anything to my skin. I just leave it. But when I would just do my makeup and like go. After that though, when I come home after a big day, or any day really, I'll hop in the shower. I will use the makeup eraser wipe in conjunction with my cleanser, and I will use that to wash my face. If I'm wearing a very full face of makeup, I'll use the cleanser that I showed you from MCO Beauty that will melt my face first. And I'll first of all melt the makeup off my face, and then I'll go in with this salicylic cleanser from CeraVe for the second wash. Sometimes I just do 2 washes with the salicylic cleanser if I can't be bothered to use the other one, because the other one does have a little bit of like an oily texture to it and does take a little bit more effort to wash off all of my face and stuff. Anyway, once my face is entirely clean, I would then go to my Drunk Elephant skincare, and I'd probably use La Retro whipped cream with one of the serums, depending on which one I'm feeling for that day. And then after that, I'd probably, I know this is the wrong order and you should probably not use serums and this in conjunction, but I don't like sitting there with my skin dry, because if I use this for 15 minutes but my skin doesn't have any moisturizer on top, it feels like it is drying out, it feels tight, it feels cracked. I really like to use moisturizer, especially now that I'm getting older. My skin isn't as oily as it used to be when I was a teenager, so I do feel like, especially for this area around my mouth, it just, this whole area gets so dry if I don't put anything on. So I do like to put on some moisturizer and choose a different serum depending on what I'm feeling like. And then I pop this on for 15 minutes. Sometimes I do through all the different options. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do the red one twice because I love that one so much. But yeah, that would be it. And then I just go to sleep. That is literally my go-to skincare at the moment. My skin's been doing pretty well. On occasion, when it looks dirty, I'll go in with the pore cleanser. Sometimes I do a face mask for fun, but it's not part of my regular routine. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, you can give it a big thumbs up. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. If you would like to follow me everywhere, I'm at EmilyTitch20. I'm most active here and on Instagram, but you can find me everywhere else as well at EmilyTitch20. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!